Hey y'all, welcome in. I'm going to do this reading a different way. Let me turn the music down. I don't know, it probably picks up on the microphone. This message has to come out, and everything possible has tried to prevent me from doing it. So if I'm not my usual personality, you know why. So I'm going to get into it, and I am going to be reading. This is a lot of detail. So here we go, and it might be part one, part two, and I might pause. I don't know. This is what's going on. Okay. The darkness has controlled humans since they came here on Earth to mine for minerals. They corrupted humans, made deals, kept secrets, and basically put karma on humanity for betraying God. They betrayed God. This is the cliff notes, okay? The cliff notes of what's going on the Earth. This spell, karma, cut us off, humans, for thousands of years from all outside worlds, also known as aliens. Turn it down a little bit more, y'all. This group over time became like rust on a car, spread quickly and through every continent and people. This curse is in humans, our DNA. They created a reality for us. Wasn't that nice? They created a reality for us to distract us from realizing who we were, all part of the master spell. They needed us to live and thrive, so they had earthbound entities that harvested for them, and they were the host. These entities rule the world. Unlimited money, time travel, portals, universal travel, technology. Not many yet know about them, but they can only survive off of our energy, us humans. God sent Jesus for this time right now. And I know a lot of devout people are expecting something to come save us. You might want to tune in to this word. God sent Jesus for this time right now. The reset has happened. The timeline was coming to now. Sent Jesus. Jesus was a light worker, a grid worker, ascended master to activate the ley lines. He knew all along his outcome as an ascended master, and ascended masters know the divine plan. Yes, he did die on a cross with a crucifixion, as crucifixion was the way that people were humiliated, and that's the way they killed him in that day. The rest was, it was for mass effect, you know. This grid worker done by Yeshua is now what light workers such as myself and those who watch tap into, and this is the ancient wisdoms that he planted then. We now tap in now. Master plan, that's the messages come from Jesus, the ley lines, like I've been telling y'all, not from just Love Light. Love Light didn't know this stuff. Many along the way were tapped into this frequency on the ley lines. And they removed, you know, them, Michael Jackson, Martin Luther, Yeshua, thousands of others. Many we'll just learn about soon. So the head reptile is underground, the host. That'll be our host, like that'll be our home base, okay? They feed off of schools and concerts, churches, and theaters, anywhere there's a lot of energy and a lot of emotion. Anywhere strategically placed on the ley lines to harvest your energy. So if you ever go into a city and you see church, and then nothing, and then liquor store, and then school. That's by design. They built the cities around the ley line hubs. We'll call them hubs. And they were strategically placed there on the ley line hub to harvest your energy. And I'm not talking about like, let's get physical energy, your divine essence that you've been cut off since birth and since 2,000 years. They feed off of your innocent divine energy, and without it, they do not exist. Archons exist, and Jesus taught us how to remove them through the ley lines. I don't have to pick up the phone and call Jesus line. It's automatic, telepathically. I get downloads, and then I pick up stuff from the ley lines, like every good worker and awake ascended master light worker. These creatures that were underground, were underground, created our reality. They added things to our food to make us addicted, hungry, and sick, US especially. Poisoned our food and water, added chemicals to our water, food to keep us asleep, tired, sick, and in a zombie state. Blocking our third eye on purpose, our pineal gland, which is our like telephone to everything I'm getting ready to expose. On purpose, they blocked it on purpose. Once you're awakened and your third eye opens and you're activated, you can't go back to sleep. You're already tapped into the ley line now. Yeah, so that's where you're going to be. Okay, so going in for the kill, let me read what I posted about this. In the 70s, we're going back in time. Most families began both parents working. TV dinners, microwaves, the first, all of that. Programming, Saturday cartoons. Chosen were born in the millions in this generation. And they didn't know that they were chosen, The second kill, distractions, food, drive-through. Y'all remember going to the drive-through? I remember when there wasn't a drive-through, we'd actually get out the vehicle, go in, sit down. We had a little wipies and we cleaned the table, and it was an event to go to eat out. Like, it was not expensive, but it was a privilege. Flash forward to 2026, it's a lifestyle by design. How many don't know how to cook? How many don't know what their body actually needs? How many unconsciously eat just because they can like visualize it and taste it before it's in their mouth? By design. They did that. It's called warfare. We don't know how to cook. We don't know how to bake. We don't know how to garden. We don't know how to sew. By design. We had schools raising our children. They raised us. We were the first generations raised by schools. TVs. Obey, consume, obey, consume. We became dependent on greed, lust, just to obtain more. They introduced the moon landing. Aliens are bad. From the sky, fear, fear. Y'all, this is where the point's going, because Trump's getting ready to announce it. They created, if you took college 3 times, write it down, take note. They created powerful wars, catastrophes, climate change, climate catastrophes, health issues, illness, disease. And we all know what's going on underground and on the island, so we'll just leave it. We'll just stay there. They fed off of innocent children obtaining a substance when extracting during trauma. I could go into the way of the water, Avatar 3D, 2022 or 23, it came out. They're extracting some kind of substance from this creature that's very expensive. Red ring. They extract it from this like whale creature, and it's so expensive, and it makes it people like live longer and Oh, yeah. They show you what they do because they think they can escape karma by showing you indirectly while you were asleep what they were doing all